Hey everybody, it's been so long since I uploaded a video. The reason being, I got married. There's my bling right there. My wife's name is Bethany, and we've been married for like 2 months now, but all that engagement and everything just didn't give me any time for this. But here I am again, and this time I am going to give you guys a little lesson on leading with the acoustic guitar. Now, I see a lot of playing out there, even in like popular bands and just worship leaders and everything like that, where they're just playing simple chords, you know, like G and C, and there's a lot of space musically for licks and whatever stuff you want to add in there, but there's just not enough technical knowledge in the leader or whatever to add in some simple licks, and that's kind of what we're going to focus on in this lesson, is giving some spice to your music when it's optional. As the leader on acoustic guitar in a lot of bands today, you can't necessarily fill the space up, because the electric guitar needs space, the keyboards need space, drums need space. So acoustic guitar ends up being a sort of background driving rhythm piece. You know, it's not necessarily for spicing the music up. But when the opportunity arises, if you're leading in a quiet moment of the song, or whatever it might be, there are some things you can do to give the song flavor and just make it more interesting in general. So let's start with a G chord. We're just going to focus on G and C today, and there are some notes that are available to you if you play the G in a certain way that I'm going to talk about. First of all, we're not going to play the G like this with that B, and we're not going to play it with that B. We're just going to play it open, it's called a G5 if there's no B in it. That means the third is gone of the chord, and that leaves us with the 1 and the 5 of the chord. So we have a G, D, G, D, G, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1. Now, as I'm playing this chord, I am muting the A string with my middle finger. I just kind of lay it across the string so it's muted. And that gives that the open feel without... That can be an interesting chord, but that's not what we're going to do today. Now, available in this chord, in this position, are a couple notes, and they're all on the G and D string, so D and G. And what we're going to do is just first pluck those notes. So we have an open D, the E there, F sharp, G, A, and B. And while we have our fingers down on the chord, we have our pinky and first finger available to hit these notes. Now, let me just first say, this is a little difficult if you're just started playing guitar, but if you work at it and get some flexibility in your pinky and your first finger, you can come up with some pretty cool licks. And the same goes for the C, and we're going to use this C. It's added with the D down there. It's called a C add 9 or C2, depending on the context. But we still have the same notes available with the C. So let me just play some we'll just kind of go back and forth between the G and the C, and I'll play some licks. I'm not going to go over specific licks today because I feel like if you know the notes available to you as a player, you can come up with most of the licks yourself. So what we're going to do is just play back and forth this C and G. Missed it there. You see how that's a little bit more interesting than now. That's not to say that there's not times in the song that call for that straight chord strumming, and that we're not going to detract from that, but and you also don't want to be necessarily as busy as I was when I was just playing those licks. But that gives you the option to spice up the music a little bit when there's a lull, or when you're just playing by yourself. Honestly, personally, let me just tell you a little secret. Personally, I find it really annoying when I see a solo acoustic guitarist, singer-songwriter on stage just clunking away at chords with a normal strum pattern, and there's never any licks or spices in there. It's just gets kind of boring sometimes. But I'm not hating. I'm just saying, personal preference wise, I would like to see a little bit more technical knowledge of the guitar, especially if you're the only instrument up there. I feel like you need to have something, some tricks to pull out of your sleeve, to give the music a bigger feel than just strumming. But anyway, that's the lesson for today. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do another video anytime soon, but one quick note before I go: if you look in my videos, the James A. Brush channel, I have a song called "Awaken Me." Now, you can check that song out, and you'll see a lot of these. What we talked about in the lesson today, I utilized this knowledge in that song. So you can check that out, see it in practice, and I hope you can add it to your own repertoire as far as acoustic leading is concerned. So that's the lesson today, and I also want to say, feel free to leave comments and ask for specific things you want to learn on the acoustic, if it's scales or whatever, to help you lead better. Just let me know. Leave comments. Feel free to subscribe, even though I haven't posted a video for like 8 months. But thanks for your time. I'll see you.